Bam! Action. Whoa. There we go. There I am. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx on another Sunday with a Going Full Nerd moment. The talk show live every Sunday, somewhere between 6:30, because technology been doing your boy wrong on a regular basis. Last week it was crazy, and I had to record something because my audio wasn't doing good. So if anybody is live watching on YouNow right now, hit me with a thumbs up on your screen so I can know that my sound is coming through A-OK. All right, can we make that happen? Can we get that? Can we have that happen? Let me get a like or a thumbs up. Somebody, somewhere, somehow. Are we making it happen? What I mean, there we go. Okay, now I know somebody hears me. Now I know you can hear me. So let's do this and check it out. So I will tell you, I'm in the process of getting everything going and putting my new episode of Review This. It will be debuting this week. And you know what I'm going to talk about. Everybody knows I'm going to start talking about Luke Cage. I've watched all 13 episodes on Netflix. I've watched them. I've watched every last one of them. Now I'm going back through with the fine-tooth Afro pick. Oh, my bad. But you understand what I'm saying. I'm going back through it with the fine-tooth Afro pick so I could pick out some details, talk about a couple of Easter eggs that I like. And I'm going to throw this out here. One more time. I can't say what I want to say. But I can't say anything about it because I don't want to take away from the other video. But what I will say, and I'm going to throw it out there, what I will say is this. And this is going to be the coolest thing. Netflix. See, this is how you know Netflix, they knew they messed up. All right? Netflix went down on the East Coast for 2 hours. It didn't affect your boy, but from the reports I've read, Netflix went down for 2 hours. Why? Because everybody was watching, enjoying some Luke Cage. And it crashed the Netflix server. Yo, I keyed you not. That is what went down. That's what they said. That is what, that's what's going on. Hold on, let me reply back to my YouTube people. Because, as always, I try to run 2 live streams. If you want me like real time live, you got to watch me on the YouNow app when I do the show live. If you want to watch with a slight delay, you can check me out live if you subscribe on YouTube to, what is it? Let me get it right. Bam! Going Full Nerd. Let's get rid of that. Let me close that again. Let me close that one more time. And bam. Okay, so Netflix and this is a problem that I had, and it's not going to be part of the review because I'm going to actually talk straight about the show on the review when I do the review. But I'm going to talk about some of the side business that kind of went down with Luke Cage. I don't think Luke Cage got the hype it deserved, leading up to the story. I was like, okay, I could dig this. We'll make this happen. We're going to see how this goes. And all of a sudden, you really didn't get Daredevil. Daredevil, you knew months ahead of time. I had cats calling me on the phone, sending me text messages, going like, yo, I can't confirm it. Does Luke Cage come out this week? And I was like, yes, son, it does. And it's like, no, oh, man, really? Netflix, I think, dropped the ball on pushing Luke Cage to the forefront. Now, I am going to say, you could watch Luke Cage stand alone, or I do suggest watching all of the other Netflix series prior to it. I will say that. So, with Netflix going down for 2 hours, people were flipping. People were tripping. Because if you looked at my Twitter timeline and looked at my Facebook timeline, you would see people were like, yo, this is Luke Cage. And you saw the little watching Netflix, watching Luke Cage, watching Netflix. So it was breaking some records. I know it had to break some records. And, you know, if you're here on the You Now chat, you know, my man Josh puts down, isn't that how it is in comics with black heroes? And this is part of my issue. It is. And that's a big problem. All right? That is a big, big problem. You know, it's kind of almost like real life. Black heroes aren't getting their just due. And, you know, people then start bringing up, oh, they're doing this just for diversity. They're doing this just for that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I am cool with some of the diversity changes that they're doing with heroes. Like, people bitched, moaned, and groaned when Miles Morales was introduced as Spider-Man. You know, half black, half Hispanic. Everybody was screaming, oh, how can you kill Peter Parker? Oh, I mean, even though it was like the Ultimate Universe version. Oh, everybody, oh, this, that. But it is a different character. It's a legacy character. It's a character that took the mantle from Peter Parker, who they wrote off in that storyline. Now, they've integrated him into the main Marvel universe, which is awesome. Okay? The same thing went for Captain Marvel. Everybody's screaming, oh, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel in the movies. Ah. Do y'all realize that Monica Rambeau was Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers? Carol Danvers was Ms. Marvel. Okay? She was also known as Binary. Okay? But Captain Marvel, okay, even though it was a legacy Kree character, blonde hair, blue eyes, ooh, okay? But let's throw this out here. Monica Rambeau, now known as, what's her name? Spectrum in the comic books, was known as Photon at one point. But, you know, that's how you gotta get it done. That's what you gotta do. You know, if that's the way for us to get African American and black superheroes, because a lot of people say, oh, well, you got African American superheroes, you got Black Panther. Black Panther is not African American. He's a black superhero. He's the king of Wakanda. Let me throw that out there. Okay, so I gotta put that. I gotta put that down there. To my peeps watching on YouTube, yes, that is a Dragon Ball Z wall scroll in the poster, just to kind of answer some questions. But this is the thing. As we race to get diversity in books, all we're really doing, we're identifying where we got the problems. That's one of the biggest issues going down right now. People, you know, oh, it's all cool back in the day when we used to have a fictitious black president in the comic books. You know, didn't Morgan Freeman, wasn't he like the president in like all the disaster movies at one point? You know, so, you know, that was kind of messed up. Then, now it's switching to women, but that's a whole different story. Then, you know, with comic books, this is the thing. We had, I'm not going to say had, we have a ton of excellent African American heroes that need to be put in the forefront. But what happens is because they're trying to make people, listen to how I say, make people acknowledge instead of just giving those characters their just due and writing them as if they were these legacy characters that they're turning into, we wouldn't have all these issues with diversity in comics. That's what I feel. Okay, you got to be creative and then, you know, do what you got to do. My man Josh, on You Now, you hit it on the point. Nighthawk was an excellent comic. It, you know, even though that was a reskinned character, because the original character, Kyle Richmond, Caucasian male. Okay, you know, Squadron Sinister, Squadron Supreme, an what's the word loses to me, but it was Marvel's version of Batman when they couldn't do crossovers. Okay, then they've evolved the character into a more diverse and made it their own, and they made Nighthawk an African American alternate Earth. You know, brought him into the mainstream Marvel universe after the thing, and it was an excellent series, excellent written, and then boom, canceled. You know why? Because they don't put enough behind it. All right, Jon Stewart. Everybody loves Jon Stewart, the Green Lantern. Everybody loves him because of Justice League Unlimited and the cartoons. But you can't get anybody to pick up a Jon Stewart comic. Static Shock. Y'all loved him on TV as a cartoon, but you didn't dig him in his book. Therefore, and the rest of the characters from the Milestone universe created by the late great McDuffie. All right, don't get it wrong. There's characters out there that can be grown. Icon, okay, Hardware. There's characters that can be grown. Black Panther, the Falcon, before he became Captain America, he should have been just, evolved to be a mainstream character. In the movies he is. He's hardcore in the movies. War Machine. Heck, y'all broke his back in the movie, and War Machine, what happened? Killed him off in the comic. And what's the deal with War Machine? This is a dude that for the greater part of the 80s was Iron Man. It wasn't Tony Stark. James Rhodes was Iron Man. That's the part that's crazy. Okay? But I digress. Y'all about to have me in here. I'm sitting up here like Huey from Boondocks, and I'm losing my mind. So my thing is, what you have to do is embrace the diversity, okay? But embrace diversity in a way that you're not killing the concepts behind these characters, okay? That's my thing. That there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's screaming, oh, well, they got Ironheart now. Riri Williams is going to be the new Iron Man. But it's temporary. It's temporary, okay? And instead of having an original suit, she got a suit that looks like regular-ass Iron Man. That's my thing, okay? They made Thor a woman. That was cool. It was cool. Cool in the comic books. It's a reason they got it behind it. But I can't wait to see if they ever try to pull out a black Thor. All hell would break loose. Just saying. I'm on my rant. I'm on my Sunday after watching Luke Cage for the majority of the weekend. I'm on my Sunday. I'm on my Harlem Sunday watching Luke Cage. I'm just saying. So, but back to the original aspect of it is Netflix, you effed up. This is one of the hottest things, and you didn't have the bandwidth to handle it until it bit you in the behind and it slowed some people down. But that's cool because you are doing great things with shows. I think I'm going to have to check out that, and I'm going to talk non-Marvel, I'm going to have to check out Stranger Things. People have been telling me about Stranger Things, and it seems pretty popular, so I'm going to have to, take a peep on that and see what's going down. All right? So, with that being said, there's another movie not getting a lot of hype right now. Comes out November 4th. Comes out a month from now. Doctor Strange. I'm just starting to see commercials about Doctor Strange. Now, I'm feeling, and I'm going to say this, I'm feeling Doctor Strange. It's looking good. It's sounding like it's going to be like banging. All right? But it's got diversity issues. Back to that thing. Everybody was screaming, oh, the Ancient One is a Caucasian woman. Oh, Baron Mordo is a brother. Oh, or did they make what was it? What was his assistant? Wang. Is Wang a brother? I'm just saying. It's a difference between fostering a character that has always been portrayed a certain way, and changing an established character just to try to get the diverse audience. Everybody knows if you go back through my YouTube channel, let me do that one more time, little shameless plug. Bam, that's the YouTube channel. You go back through the YouTube channel and you check out my review of the last Fantastic Four film. I dogged it. I ran up in it because I had issues. All right, they changed the whole Fantastic Four first family type thing, and they did the ethnicity change on Johnny Storm. Admittedly, they got a great actor. Dude is a great actor. Michael B. Jordan, excellent actor. Should he have been Johnny Storm? No. And it would, because they were trying to force diversity. All right, it's cool. It's all good. If they wanted to add diversity, I don't have an issue with them changing Sue Storm's father to a brother. That's cool. They could do that. And just make Johnny and Sue adopted. Or interracial marriage or whatever. You could come out looking completely Caucasian in an interracial marriage. Or you could come out chocolate than a Snicker bar. There's nothing wrong with that. All right? Then, what they did with that character is they shortchanged him. All right? Because they rewrote the whole story. They jacked up the story. That's what jacked up that movie. It wasn't the diversity. It was the story. But by them changing the ethnicity of the character, people got in an uproar, and then it brought the rest of the shortcomings of the film to the forefront. They was like, I'm going to hate it because they made him, and then all of a sudden they put it up. It was a bad movie, and then they were like, and then it gave more fuel to the flame. You see what I'm saying? All right? If they wanted to have African-American superheroes, let's be realistic. You got plenty you could have done. If they really wanted to hook up some stuff, why don't the milestone stuff come to TV or to the movies? I mean, I would love to see an Icon movie. That would be awesome. Awesome, if written correctly. Just saying. I'm on my milestone kick. I think I need to go and crack open the comic boxes and pick me up some milestone. But, it is what it is. Let me calm down a little bit. Let me slow this up. All right? I got to check something real quick. All right? So, I messed up and I forgot. I lost my train of thought because I ended up getting on a rant. But, now, let's get in on the last 10 minutes of my little show. Let me get on task 10 minutes. And let's talk about bleeding out. Okay. And you know what bleeding out is? Bleeding out is my subscriber count on my YouTube channel. This is what's going on. At one point, I was up to 1,500 subscribers. Then all of a sudden, YouTube went through with their miraculous hand of God. And they said, wait a minute, some of these accounts do not exist. People have deleted accounts. Let's go ahead and wipe it out. And they did that. Hand of God. Whoop. Went through my account. And then it dropped me down to 700. I'm cool with that. I was cool with that. But your boy got to grow the channel in order for me to keep broadcasting and doing all the good things I like to do. Because if you notice, I haven't had a movie review in a minute. There's a reason I haven't had a movie review. I haven't had a movie review is because without subscribers, I don't get advertising rates. Without advertising rates, I don't get revenue. If I don't get revenue, I can't go to the movies because they're not paying me to go to the movies. I need a little extra funding. So help a brother out. Go down the street. Walk up to somebody. Pull up GoingFullNerd on the cell phone and say, yo, you need to subscribe to this brother right here. All right? It's a good channel. It's funny. It's got a little humor. He's got a little thing going with the platinum status beard. That's all I'm saying. All right, that was my shameless plug. But on serious note, though, I'm like dropping subscribers, man. And, I'm trying to pick up the count, get everything going. But I think I'm suffering from the crabs in a barrel. There's a lot of people, and, they may hear me say that from now and then. I kind of borrowed that statement from one of my boys because he says it a lot. But it's kind of true. If you put crabs inside of a barrel, what'll happen? Instead of working together, they're going to go ahead and they're going to claw at the crab above them and try to drag them down so they can get out, instead of helping each other and then having somebody pull them up from that point. So this is the point I'm trying to make with that, okay? The only way a channel like mine can exist is through help from all of you. This is not my channel, okay? This is our channel. This is just a way for you to get another viewpoint, another piece of information from somebody that may think like you or have a different opinion that you can compare, contrast to, and then boom, it's non-judgmental, because you deserve to have your voice just like I deserve to have mine. And I like to share those opinions. So I'd like to do a big shout out, thanks to my man Rem Dog over at Critic Nation. He does his best. He shares my stuff. He likes my videos. He comments. He does what he does. I like to holler at my man Nerd God, Josh. He gets on. He interacts. He talks back and forth. He shares my stuff. I dig that. So I need you guys plus everyone else to kind of grab others and drag them in and get them over to the YouTube channel. If you don't know what the YouTube channel is, shameless plug one last time. Bam! That's the shameless plug. That's the YouTube channel. The schedule, as always, Sundays, 6 p.m., the talk show live. Wednesday, coffee time with your favorite nerd. Thursday, at least for a couple more weeks, you're going to get a Throwback Thursday, which is one of my old videos to show you how content has gotten a lot better since I've kind of figured some of this stuff out, but it's still a growing thing. Okay? And review this, where I'm going to review TV, movies, electronics, video games, food, pretty much anything I get my grubby little paws on. All right? So, let me throw this out here. This is a line I used to kick out every time I used to do my live streams on Periscope. And that is, if you can't do anything positive for anybody, don't do anything at all. If you can go out there and motivate somebody to do something great, you have done something great yourself. So hit this with a thumbs up. Rewatch the replay on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to throw it up, but rewatch. If you're watching this on YouTube as a replay and you weren't working live on the action, hit subscribe. Share it with your friends. You can check me out on Facebook. There's a Facebook page called GoingFullNerd. You can check me out on Twitter. How you find me? Do the search. GoingFullNerd. You can check me out on YouTube, where I want you to check me out. What's that? GoingFullNerd. Yo, this is your boy Onyx. I'm done for the night. I'm out. I got to review this on Netflix's Luke Cage. We'll get to that. Peace. I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. All right, let's see if I can make this work. Ooh. Let's see if I can get this working. Let's see if I get this working. Let's see if I get it working. Can I get it working? Let's hit that music. Oh, yeah. I got that part right. Got it right. Let's fade it out. Let's fade it out. Let's fade it out.